Suspended for supporting a dying classmate. You haven't seen true hypocrisy until you've been to a private, all-girls Catholic school. They were obsessed with image. We had rules for everything: skirt length, hair ties, socks. But one rule sparked a war that I will never forget. It started when a girl in our year got sick. It was cancer. She lost all her hair during chemo, and while the school technically allowed her to attend, they forced her to cover her head. She had to wear a school-colored bandana or a wig at all times. They couldn't handle the reality of her illness ruining the aesthetic. One of her friends, let's call her Sarah, was the alt girl of the school. Think Janice from Mean Girls. She wasn't having it. To show solidarity, Sarah decided to shave her head. At first, the administration loved it. They saw a PR opportunity. Look how supportive our students are. We had a fundraiser, a big assembly, the whole 9 yards. We watched Sarah shave her head right there in the gym. It was emotional and powerful. But the second the clippers turned off, the mood changed. Sarah refused to put on a hat. She stood there bald and proud and said, "It's nothing to be ashamed of. That's the point." The principal lost her mind. She suspended Sarah on the spot. They sent her home and told her she couldn't come back until she agreed to cover her head with a wig or a bandana, just like the girl with cancer. Sarah didn't back down. She missed days of school. It turned into a massive standoff. Eventually, her parents and the school board had a huge sit-down meeting. The school wouldn't budge on the head covering rule, so Sarah finally agreed. "Fine," she said. "I'll wear a wig." We were all worried she had given up. But the next morning, Sarah walked through the front gates, and I almost choked on my coffee. She wasn't wearing a subtle, natural wig. She was wearing the most massive, synthetic, ridiculous Florence Henderson Brady Bunch mom wig I have ever seen in my life. It was huge, it was hideous, and it was technically within the dress code. The teachers were furious. The principal looked like she was going to have a stroke, but there was nothing they could do. Sarah wore that monstrosity every single day with a massive grin on her face. It was the most beautiful act of malicious compliance I have ever witnessed.